It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming up next.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is getting his second chance to start in the NFL and will be with another storied franchise, this time the Pittsburgh Steelers. He slowly fell out of favor in Chicago after making a Pro Bowl in his second season. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he had a winning record as a starter in each of his last 3 years with the Bears. He convinced a lot of people as a backup in Buffalo, including Pittsburgh, that there's still something to be unlocked in him as a starter.
Trubisky going to look to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A torn ACL cost George Pickens most of his final season at Georgia, but he did return for the college football playoffs and had an impact. And in his first 2 years there, wow. Led the Bulldogs in touchdowns both seasons, got people thinking he could be a first-round pick. The ceiling is huge with this kid. Nice pickup there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a nice play on Carl Lawson's first true season as a Jet, because He missed all of last year with a torn Achilles after signing a big deal with New York in 2021. He's trying to get back to the form he had in Cincinnati, where he had 20 sacks.
It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. We get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time midseason with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Another tote for Carter. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carter will try the right side. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
The Steelers feel if anyone is on the verge of a breakout season, it's Alex Highsmith. He's shown plenty of flashes, which included 6 sacks last season. Now he just needs to put it all together.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Here we go.
Now Trubisky on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Now Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Carter once more. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time. And the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Carter straight ahead. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris dances by him. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He'll look to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
New York set to take the field. They'll take over with great field position here, down a point as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 17, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Carter trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to move back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 36, Wilson to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. On third down, Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pickens on the slant. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Ooh, the juke. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They'll try the right side with Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Trubisky will throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. The last series for him a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in there for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Playmaker, step up right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky finding Harris over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Trubisky. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, it's Warren. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Harris. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, let's turn it up. Playmakers step up right now. Y'all got time. Let's go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On the draw, it's Hall. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. He finds Corey Davis. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 4. Here's Trubisky. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Trubisky. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know
If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st down, Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Gets around him. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Play action. Now Wilson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Wilson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their 35-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? This defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That's a screen play here for Carter.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.